Hey guys, so I'm hungry and I decided to cook up some more of that pasta, well, spaghetti, and I thought I might show you guys what I did with this thing. Um, everybody knows how to cook spaghetti and pasta, except for me. I had to figure it out last year after many, many years of existence on this planet without knowing how to cook pasta. I'm a noodle guy, not a pasta guy. There's a difference. So, water's up, it's boiling. I'm probably just going to throw maybe most of it, if not everything. I just throw everything in there. Whatever. Oh, that's great. You know, you could always use a little bit more, I guess. So, yeah, while that is going, I've already salted the water. Use salt pretty liberally, I guess, if you want. Turn the heat back up a little bit so we can get this thing going a little bit quicker. So the box for these pastas usually tell you, maybe 9 minutes until it's done. Or 10 minutes until it's done, 9 minutes if you want it a little bit al dente. But since we are going to finish it in the pan, I go about 8 minutes. So let's just put 8 minutes on the clock there. And yeah. The thing is though, we gotta let it sort of bend a little, which is a bit of a pain in the butt. I actually try to speed up the process by putting some more water on the dry parts to help it soften. I know some people do the whole spread thing. I suppose I could do that, but I don't, or I didn't. I tried a few times. It's like no big deal for me. I don't think it makes it that much easier. I just find it harder to actually push all the spaghetti noodles into the water. And yes, I should be cooking with a bigger pot. Again, I'm lazy. I feel like we all know this. People are messaging me on Facebook or something. We'll just have to ignore them since we are hungry. Hunger comes before most things. For me, I guess. Anyways, that should be good. So what we have here is some frozen vegetables that have been just warming up. I'll put the lid off and let the thing cook and let the water sort of dry out a little bit. I do like a little bit of water to make the ragu sauce a little bit more viscous, or whatever the word is. Wet, moist, I don't know, things. So yeah, there we go. That is all down there. Put the lid back on, let it cook. I got another 5 minutes on that. During that 5 minutes, I have chopped some onions already and some garlic. I have some spring onions in the freezer, which I will add in a second when it's going. So right now it's a little bit too much water here. Might as well dump some water in there. Maybe that's not going to work so well. Whatever. Again, I feel like last time I did this video, I came up with my motto, which is we are not trying to, we're not looking for perfection, we're looking for deliciousness. So that's very much my motto for cooking and food in general. Alright, I do still want a little bit of water in there. So I think it's good to put the ragu in there. Right now I've been doing about half a bottle of this stuff. Since we have a bit more pasta, I could use a little bit more, but to be honest, it's quite a lot. So put that in the fridge. I'll mix in the garlic. I will also add some chili powder. And when I say chili powder, a little bit, I mean a lot. What else we want in here? Italian seasoning. Extra oregano, I guess. Onion, minced onion. Anyways, we don't lack flavor around here. There is this ground red pepper that I got, and it is quite spicy. It's actually a much nicer kick than the chili flakes. So I've been into the spices a bit more these days. I think we're good. I think we're good. So that's that. I'll put the onions in now. I've got about 2 more minutes on the clock for the noodles. Noodles. Spaghetti. I'm gonna put the veggies in last. I will put the meat in there. So I had some ground turkey from my last batch. I'll just put that there. Well, I don't want to do anything else with it, so just in it goes. Come on. There we go. Had it straight out of the fridge. Put that on the side for now. Looks like we can use a little bit more water. Oh, I'm going to turn the heat down on this. Forgot to do that. You want it having medium heat so it can simmer more. And we probably will end up using a little bit more of the ragu since I used all of the turkey, which is fine. Yeah, we're definitely going to use more of the ragu. So the noodles are good. I'll turn the heat off. That's 8 minutes. Probably that much. I'm going to put the the veggies in there. Going to stir it just a little bit more, get the veggies underneath. I'm going to put the lid on it real quick. So we can actually cook the veggies a little bit down and into the sauce. Since we're only at 8 minutes, this is saying it'll still be cooking for a little bit, but I'm trying to cool it off. It should still be al dente because the actual package says 9 minutes for al dente. I do 8 minutes, and then I put it in the thing a little bit later. The heat's already off, so you know, by the time actually you get to eat it, it still has a little bit of that al dente texture, which I definitely like. Cool. Something I forgot. That's already been salted. This has not been. We'll go easy on the salt, but plenty of pepper, since it's such a large serving. I'm sure the ragu and all that stuff has plenty of sodium in it, so spam callers. Alright. Actually, I won't use this. I will use this. It's more like making chili at this point. I got way too much in here. But, hey look, it's a home-cooked meal. It's probably going to taste good. I'm hungry. And, you know, you get to use all of the ingredients so that you don't have anything left over. You can probably do something else with the sauce later on anyways. So, there we go. Turn the heat up just a little bit. Going to have that there. Gonna add a little bit more water. Plunk the lid down on that. Yeah, it's okay. So I did something that my mom showed me, which is you get some fresh herbs and then you freeze them after you chop them up, which keeps the flavor a lot longer. It doesn't spoil as much. So that's some spring onion, and then I think this is, oh yeah, some cilantro, which probably is not very typical of Italian dishes. I don't really know, but you know, you do what you like. Alright. There you go. Now the veggies have cooked down. The frozen stuff will cook in a second. It's not going to take long. It's all washed and frozen, so that should be good. And then I'm going to put the noodles in there. Get this lid out of the way. Well, actually the last time I plated it and then I put the sauce on top. But I used to actually just mix it in directly and get more of the sauce in there. But you know, whatever, we'll do it this way. We're not trying to going for looks right now, so we'll just put the noodles in here. It's more of a quick home style thing. Anyways, there you go. Gotta have a nice thumbnail, right, for all the pictures and whatnot. Now I'm gonna turn that off. Gonna get some of this sauce on top of the noodles. Alright, put the lid back on. Gotta do all the cleaning later. But here we go. You got some spaghetti. Let me put some Parmesan cheese on there. And you're good to go. Alright, well, whatever I come up with next time, see you next time.